What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is week 4 NFL. Let's see what we got here. I forgot what week it is. All right, the hell with it. We are going with this week's predictions. This is going to be Bill King's Fantasy Football League. I'm opening the door up to any and all members. I'm having issues with Twitch. Let me go ahead and talk about this while I'm here. I don't know what's going on with the login. I don't know what's going on with the password reset, but it's really making me mad. I have a very serious irritation because I've reset my password at least 12 times this week, and you'll have it on one device, but you cannot connect it to another device, and it's really getting on my nerves. Seriously, it truly is. So what I'm going to do is send this link for this broadcast to the league itself. Where is there it is. I got my son in the background, so y'all gonna have to forget the noise. Turn it down, put your headphones on. People can hear you. Halfway. Halfway. I'll give you a straw.
I want my headphones. Daddy, this morning there's this woman arguing with her daughter, and she said the S word.
No. Let me finish what we're talking about, okay? I don't know why you want to wait till I'm busy to ask me everything. Tell me everything. Kids. Let me see if I'm live on Twitter. Nope, I am not. So I'm having issues with Twitter and with Twitch connecting, which is going to drive me nuts, quite honestly. Let me go ahead and get to the crux of everything that is going on. Forgive the delay, ladies and gentlemen. Also, let me go ahead and address this issue. Last night's game, Miami Dolphins, Cincinnati Bengals. Tua Tagovailoa's injury. We need to address the fact that athletes, as much as we love the game, as much as we love the sport, as much as we want people to go as hard as possible, I do not need athletes killing themselves to play football. Tua Tagovailoa had a hip injury in college. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My number one fan. A major injury in college. He got drafted. You all knew this. You all saw it. You all knew what was going on. You still let him play. I would be naive to think that he played against doctor's advice. And I do believe he still wanted to play, even though injured, knowing that he could play the game and that his players were going to, or his teammates were going to do what they can to protect him. I believe all of that, but I don't like what I saw last night. One of my harsh criticisms outside of coaching and outside of teammates, outside of people making him good out there for the money, would be the defender who went at him and took him down the way that he did. You knew he had a previous back injury. You had to go at him, okay, cool. You had to slam him on the ground. You could have took him down a little bit easier than that. I don't care how weak it looked. And I would have gotten on everybody out there who would have been like, that's a weak tackle. That man's got a previous injury. And then y'all would have started talking that junk. Well, he shouldn't have been on the field. This is y'all's fault. Everybody out there talking junk, telling everybody go as hard as you can. And if you hurt, you shouldn't have got yourself out there. But if you hurt and you don't go out there, you weak. This is all y'all's fault. Put all those variables into place. This is each and every last one of you all's fault. When Tony Romo was out there with all his concussions, I was looking like he needed to sit down. I don't need you crippled for the rest of your life for one moment in the game. Damn that. We need to stop pushing these athletes to cripple themselves, permanently disable themselves for our entertainment. Not just athletes, anybody in the major entertainment world, sports world, whatever. I just want to throw that out there. Personal idea. This has nothing to do with any and everybody else. This is just me talking myself. Back to the football predictions. Let's go ahead and get started with what we have for the week. We have make you main screen. There we go. Good. Players to start in week 4. I'm not going to run the video, but let me go back a page. Let me go back another page. Let's start with the kickers this week. No, we're not going to do that. Let's see what we got. Nobody in the chat yet? Okay, cool. I got one set of eyes. Whoever it is, thank you very much. Jason Sanders for the Dolphins. That was last night's game. I would have started him. The Bengals kicker, I probably would have tried to start him if I had him on my team. For the Vikings against the Saints, I would say start the Vikings kicker. Another player who's fighting through injury is going to be Jameis Winston. He's got a bad back as well. I saw that report. What I'm not going to do is discredit anybody's injuries. I'm not going to do it. Personally, myself, no. Matter of fact, one of the reasons my drafts look so crazy is because I try to pick a player who hasn't been previously injured or is 100% recovered, but I am wary of what the injury is and if they're going to be healthy enough to last through the whole season. I look crazy doing it, but damn it, this is why. Seriously. What else we got here? Matt Prater for the Cardinals against the Panthers. I'd start him. Eddie Pinheiro for the Panthers against the Cardinals, even though he's in an Indianapolis Colts uniform. That is not a Panthers uniform. Okay, fix that picture, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. I start him. Both of these kickers for both of these teams, yeah, I'd start them. That's not even a question. Sit him. Jake Elliott against the Jaguars. Why? He has not had to kick too many field goals since the Eagles just scoring touchdowns, even though every time they touch the ball, it doesn't help. The Jaguars have allowed 2 fantasy points per game. Okay, so they're talking about field goals over extra points. I'll give them that. Nick Folk against the Packers. I'm going to sit him. It's the Packers against the Patriots. Stop it. The Bills versus the Ravens. Now, I think I looked crazy last week with the Ravens pick that I had, but the Bills are on fire. Hey, Helen, thank you very much for being here, ma'am. Thank you very much for being here. The Bills are on fire, in my opinion. You might want to start whoever they got. Starting with the quarterback. The Ravens looking good. Lamar Jackson. That's all it is to it. Riley Patterson for the Jaguars against the Eagles. I mean, the Jaguars had a good week last week. I don't know what they're going to do against the Eagles. The Eagles are probably going to take the division. Start that Jaguars kicker if you want to. Those are your kickers, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go to the defenses. Oh, boy. Let me do it like this. Starting the Green Bay Packers versus the Patriots in the defense. Yep. It's not even a question to me. It's not even a question. Yes. Mac Jones suffered a severe ankle sprain. His status is uncertain. That means Brian Hoyer could be started for the Patriots, who already allowed the 4th most fantasy points per game to opposing defenses. That's messed up. Packers defense, yes. Miami Dolphins against the Bengals, I would have done it. That's the question. We did see the game last night. Yes, I would have done it. Vikings versus the Saints. I'd do it. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm tired. The Saints don't have the premier quarterback they used to have. I start them. Titans versus the Colts. Now, this game is going to be a little crazy and wild to me. Neither team is doing too good. You can see from the record 1-2 and then 1-1. Wow. I would call that an even matchup. I would respect the tie in any game. I would call that an even matchup. I think I would start both defenses. They're going to be on each other's asses. No shade. Sitting defenses. There is currently 1.3 to opposed defenses. Not smart to have to play fantasy defense against Lamar Jackson. Oh, the Bills' defense was missing many of its star players, and they remain up in the air for this week. I wouldn't do it. Matter of fact, I got them in one league. I'm not dropping them. The Bucks versus the Chiefs. The Bucks defense, I'd keep them. Rick Costa, I thank you for being here, sir. How you doing? You don't see me on Twitter? Yeah, I saw that. I figured that. Thank you. I'm gonna just throw my YouTube link on all the on that page, and I'm done, and I'll be fine. I would start the Bucks defense against the Chiefs. I don't know if anybody saw it, but in my opinion, the Chiefs are starting to become predictable. And if you feel like a team is predictable, your defense knows what to do. I will start the Bucks personally, myself. Even though they say drop them, I will start them. The Falcons or the Browns. Um, there's a lot of offensive weapons on the Browns. That means the Falcons defense is going to be all over the place. And from what I have seen from the Falcons defense, they are all over the place. The Browns may score more points. We got to see what the Falcons are going to do. Your call. Seahawks versus the Lions. This is another matchup that may seem appealing on the surface. Okay. The Lions have been on offense. They have been an offense that we've been able to string defense against for years. Not this season. I agree. Okay. I would probably take that suggestion. Back to this Falcons game. Yes. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, very good. Go. I'll take care of that. Thank you very much. Go plug table up. These are your defenses that they're predicting on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let you make your call on that one. It gets a little crazy during the middle of the season, in my opinion.
Daddy,
Yes, little boy.
can we
We'll work on it. Okay. Tight ends. I don't know why it is every time we want to do something, they got everything to tell us. Every time they got something to tell us. Grab the mic. Grab the remote. There you go. Make sure the TV's on 10. I'm turning it on louder, okay? I'm talking to people. You really want to come up here now? Come on up here, boy. There you go. Since you want to be on TV and on camera. The co-host. There you go. Very good. Starting tight ends. Njoku. I bet you mad you didn't start him last week. He looked real good. Matter of fact, that's the player he was supposed to have been since he got there. I definitely start him. Tyler Higbee against the 49ers. I don't know what's going on with the 49ers. Score 8.9 and 14.1 every game so far this season. Man, it sounded much good on the make 7 highest scoring tight ends. 24 targets on the season. Tied for, he's getting points. Start him. Hawkinson against Seattle. Yeah. Hawkinson was on my watch list for the past couple of seasons. I've got no complaints there. Dawson Knox is a given in my opinion. I don't know what he's going to do against the Ravens, but he is a given as a tight end to me. Sit him. Cameron Brate versus the Chiefs. I think I want to agree to this one. Now, he's a primary target while the other options are gone for the most part.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Because you gaining weight and my leg was starting to hurt. Thank you very much. God is good. I know. That was not rude. It's the truth. You're getting older and you're getting heavier. You get it from me. Don't worry about it. It's going to be more muscle than fat. Don't worry about it. Cameron Brate, I'll start him. Logan Thomas. Cowboys, I don't think I would start him. I would definitely Logan Thomas on this game. Yes. There's your narrative. Take your time with that. But I say yes. Jelani Woods, tight end against Titans. I do not think. Let's see. Scored 2 touchdowns last week and finished the top 5 fantasy tight end. That may make an appeal of name in the waiver wire. Yeah, I'd sit him. No. Green Bay tight end. I think he'll get a touchdown, maybe 2. If your tight end is going to score, you don't sit him. That's just my opinion. I don't think that's a good idea, but that's their predictions. That is their call. That is our tight ends. Running backs. Well, we're going to be here for this one. Yeah, we're going to be here with this.
Here is Herbert.
Yeah, Khalil Herbert is a man. We're going to get to that in a second. Dameon Pierce against the Chargers. We're going to start him, really? Oh, he's getting points. I'm impressed. And don't get me wrong, I do have him on the team, but I can't remember who's getting points where. I cannot. Yeah, I start Damian Pierce. Brees Hall with the Jets. The Jets. Lord, the Jets. Lord, the Jets. My man Rich Roberts says, have faith in the Jets, to which I do. The Steelers defense looked pretty good last week. That Cleveland Brown Steelers game for this season, the first game, one of their first games of the season, because they played two in the season, that was a good game. It wound up being a real good game. I don't know what Brees Hall's going to do against them. They say start him, start him. Ramondre Stevenson against the Packers. Now I just talked about the Packers running a hole against the Patriots. What kind of nonsense is this? Okay, so you're going to have a quarterback that's going to be dumping off to the running back, which means he'll get a lot of yards. Okay, I can see that. Jamal Williams, yeah, that's a given. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a given. There's nothing else to talk about. Here's your narrative. Pause the video, and then read it and keep going. Bonus start sit-ups. Bonus startups. Khalil Herbert, yes, he did go off last week. I had him on the bench on one team. Listening to this, I did pick him up. He did put up some numbers, yes. David Montgomery, cool. Dalvin Cook's probably going to miss a game, so I would keep my eyes on Alexander Madison. I agree with that. I would agree with that. Jeff Wilson against the Rams. Man, you got to face Aaron Donald. Yes. Well, the front defense for the Rams isn't the problem from what I've seen, so yeah, we'll let that be. J.K. Dobbins versus the Bills. I don't suggest it. Sit. Agreed. Leave the narrative up there for you. Pause the video. We can keep it going. Darrell Henderson against the 49ers. I would say, yeah. Darrell Henderson, excuse me. Yeah. I think I got him on one league. I'm going to start him personally. The Dolphins at the Bengals, we already covered that. Any of them running backs, we already covered that last night. Check out the game, check out the highlights, check out the stats. Ladies and gentlemen, those are our running backs. NFL.com. Go for yours. Quarterbacks. Joe Burrows against the Dolphins. We saw last night's game. Draw your own conclusion. Something else is going on with the Bengals. We have no idea what's happening. I don't know. Derek Carr against the Broncos. The Broncos are starting to catch a little bit of flack. So are the Raiders, as usual. I say as usual for the Raiders because they always got players. They always got a team, but they don't make it through the postseason. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Raiders. I don't get it. And then we've got Russell Wilson and the Raiders to start against the Raiders. Russell Wilson and the Broncos to go against the Raiders. I start him because everybody's waiting for Russell Wilson to break out with the team he has. Yes, that is the chance you are going to take. Yes, it is. Tom Brady against the Chiefs. I'm starting Tom Brady. If he has a bad game, we're going to take that L because you don't want to not have him and he has a good game. We all know this. Kirk Cousins and the Saints, man, I'd sit them. However, the New Orleans offense, we just got to see who the quarterback's going to be. I think it's going to be Taysom Hill. I'll be wrong, but I see it happening. Aaron Rodgers against the. Let me tell y'all something. You sit him down if you want to. Sit Aaron Rodgers if you want to. Watch what happens. Trevor Lawrence against the Eagles. I would sit Trevor Lawrence. They had a good week last week, but I would sit him this week. Personally. Carson Wentz versus the Cowboys. They're going to suggest it. They're going to recommend it. You're going to have the numbers in your favor. I'm hard-headed enough to keep him up there. However, the Dallas Cowboys defense will get to him. I think we all need to be wary of this one, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your quarterbacks, the NFL.com predictions, recommendations. What do we have here? That's just a regular story. Well, for the most part, that's any and everything. Okay, cool. As far as the league, right now in our league, these are the standings. Big old nasty thing is at 3-0. Any given Sunday is at 3-0. King Cam is at 3-0. Self and League of Shadows, we are 2-1, and we are up against each other this week. Wakanda is at 2-1. That's my home girl Leaf. What's happening? Texas Cataclysm is at 1-2. The squad is at 1-2. Charger Nation is at 1-2. It's World All Stars is at 0-3. Randolph with his smack talking league winning ass is 0-3, and so is Rehab. These are the league standings. For those of us who are in the league, this is the league chat. I did put the broadcast right here. These are the moves that all the players have made. I want to thank each and everybody who was in the league, who is active in the league, and who is trying to do something with this league. Thank you all. We did this for fun. We did this to trip out. We did this to act up. We did. That is a brief summary for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy yourselves. Make your predictions. Have your fun. Anybody who wants to get back up here and do a broadcast before week 4 officially kicks off on Sunday morning, let me know. Actually, Sunday afternoon. Definitely let me know. I will be here. I've got some things to do with Jason tomorrow. Got the podcast tomorrow night. And then also Sunday, I'll be wide open waiting for the games. Brian, I'm waiting on you, cuz. Anybody that's open after the day, let me know. I'll be available. This is Tony D. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Little quick broadcast for week 4. Get in touch with your boy. I'll throw this broadcast in a couple of places so people can see it. Everybody have a good day.